Welcome to Cycling Fail 10.
Look at that cyclist. Oh, he almost hit that pedestrian. What an absolute dickhead.
Zero care for the more vulnerable. Up ahead we've got some temporary roadworks, but that's not going to hold this cyclist up. The lights are on red. The cyclist stops pedalling for a moment, and then they just blast straight through. With the length of these roadworks, it would be likely that they're going to interrupt the flow, but luckily that doesn't happen. I think the oncoming vehicles do spot the cyclist and don't go through when they probably had a green light. This is very selfish, purposeful behaviour. No arguments from me about the commentary.
Oh, Jesus. Wait to get killed, honestly.
My viewer sees the problem and holds back to solve it. Then the cyclist just carries on. The driver of the black BMW slowed down to keep the cyclist safe, and then everyone else is held up. I must admit though, it's not the best place to turn round. What's your thoughts? This is an example of one of the large factors of why cyclists do get killed or seriously injured, and it's leaving the curb without looking and without care. Not all motorists are going to be as careful and as good as my viewer. It was also the worst possible time to have two hands not on the handlebars. Terrible riding. Look how little care this cyclist is taking because they're looking at the phone. I still think this should be illegal. The clear lack of control is also evident. Again, top marks to one of my viewers for keeping the cyclist safe. Well done. I think there's also a little bit of a control issue with this clip.
Hell, man.
Don't forget, it's everyone else's responsibility to look after idiots like this guy. I think this is one of the biggest reasons for the animosity towards cyclists. The hierarchy rules are put in place so motorists have to protect them, rightly so, and then there's no fear of consequence for cyclists not sticking to the rules. To be fair though, here there was little or no risk. However, if we work like that, are motorists allowed to do the same when there's no risk? What I would like to re-emphasise though is the life sentence that the driver is going to have if they killed a cyclist in this situation. Some people would never get over it, and it's through no fault of their own. One of my viewers again looks after the more vulnerable cyclist, but unfortunately this is another example of how some cyclists take that little responsibility for their own safety. This is not a child, this is a grown adult, and they're that unaware. But this should also serve as a reminder to motorists to take a lot more care when you are around these road users. This one then gets the phone out, before they finally realise my viewer's been following them. Mobile phone use and road use simply does not mix. I think the risk in this clip is absolutely huge, not just from the oncoming vehicle, but potentially anyone else overtaking. Does this cyclist even look? The second one reduced risk, and this was what I would be thinking about. That wasn't safe either. I often hear people say, cycling infrastructure needs to be improved so kids can ride safely. But honestly, all of the clips that I get sent in, well, 99% of them, are adults. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you soon.